Michelle Schirado, Michelleschirado.
Michelle, as you think about the customized learning environment for your child here at Harrisburg High School, how is it different from the industrial age or traditional class?
Different from when I went to school, a lot different. It's different from that traditional setting you're in a class for 50 minutes, moving towards those. I think the technology is very different. We didn't have the computers, the one-to-one that we have here at Harrisburg, and I think that makes a huge difference in this process and moving forward towards the customized learning.
And so what do you see as the big benefits for learners with this kind of approach?
It's going to make them responsible, independent learners. We've heard that a lot, but I've actually got to see it in action now. And it will make them responsible for their choices, their time management, just moving through their day, their school day, and then at home, if they have homework and things that they have to work through, it's going to help them to be responsible for their learning experience.
So do you have concerns about this kind of an approach for your child?
Absolutely. As a parent, anything different is scary. But I think anything worthwhile, anything worth having is also going to take some time and effort to get there. As a parent, I know how I learned, and that was easy. But I think we need to continue to move forward and move ahead to make them ready for college. And I think that's the main thing, is preparing them to start out their freshman year in college and be successful.
So how would you describe your child's experience in the customized learning environment?
I think he's doing very well. I had some questions as a parent, and so I came and spent a day with him, shadowing him in the mod for an entire day. He's doing very, very well, but I just needed to see that in action and have some of my questions answered as far as how the instruction happens, what are his opportunities to interact with his teachers and the other students, and what the SAM's time looked like, and that's the opportunity that they have to, like a study hall, so to speak.
So what evidence did you see that left you feeling positive about this kind of approach?
How they do interact in the classroom with their instructors. If they are having issues, the times that they can go to them and help work through their issues, their actual instruction time. Again, back to the computer, being one-to-one and having everything on that computer, from their schedule to the times that their instructors are available, so they know and they can plan their day accordingly about, I'm having issues in science, so I need to make sure, or chemistry, I need to make sure that I, have time with that teacher today. So I actually got to see some of that in action, and it did answer a lot of the questions that I have about the entire experience.
What kind of challenges did your child have in terms of engaging in this kind of environment? What was that startup like?
I think they were as nervous as we were about traditional versus the mod and what it was going to look like. And they were scared. I know my son and a lot of his friends were just concerned about it's different and the unknown is scary. But he's really embraced it. Some of the issues I think that they still have is just managing that SAM's time, managing their time in school every day. Our kids are very social. Their social media is a blessing and a curse. If they use it and use it properly, it's great, but it also distracts them a little bit. So some of that time, and they have to adjust to that, and they will, and they have been.
So based on the experience you've had, what would you tell other parents who might have the opportunity to have their child in this kind of a program?
Embrace it, learn about it. If you do have questions, come in and visit with your principal, Dr. Lean in our case, other parents, and then I would tell them to do what I did, is spend a day, shadow your child, find out what's really going on and how they're moving through their day, every day. It answered a lot of questions for me, not only as a school board member, but as a parent.
So how do you think that this customized learning experience, the mod experience, has impacted your child's future in terms of where they go?
Knowing that he's going to have 4 years of this experience, I think when he hits his freshman year of college, he will be very prepared for that environment and what that entails. You know, we throw them in as freshmen in college and expect them to manage their time and their schedule, and it's all new for them coming from a traditional setting to college. And I think this will make him much better prepared and ready to understand that he has to jump in and be responsible from day one.
So that's the questions we wanted to ask. Is there something else you would want us to know about this customized learning experience in terms of sharing with other parents?
I think I would just go back to as the way we learned in the traditional setting. Was that good, and was I successful in high school? Absolutely. But looking at, you know, our 3 children. We have a daughter that's a junior at SDSU, a son that's a senior here at Harrisburg, and then our freshman that's in this program. And I would just tell parents that they need to embrace it and learn about it and talk to the faculty and the staff and the administration about their concerns and keep that level of communication open amongst all channels. And I think it will just, I think it's going to benefit our kids in the long run. I think at the end of the day, we are going to have very, very successful students in college that aren't afraid to embrace that experience, and we're not going to have the dropout rates. Hopefully we'll have the data to show that down the road, and I think we will. But I think it is a positive experience, even though it's new and it's different. I think it's going to be very successful.